Starfinder's fun.
It is fun.
It's fun.
It's fun.
You know what?
Would recommend.
Let's play it.
Right now?
Right now.
We get to play
So
it.
spontaneous.
See you guys in
I'm
a
not
minute.
even dressed.
Welcome back to Secrets Between the Stars, episode 11. We've hit bigger double digit now. We're firmly in double digit territory. Let's get to meet our characters. We'll start on the right with Gary.
I am Gary, and I play Aster, the big and tough Solarian with a heart of gold. If Aster was to be in a band, I firmly believe he would play the electric guitar and be backup vocals, not main vocals, but backup vocals.
He's sick of the spotlight.
He produces his own spotlight
Yeah,
naturally.
he's sick of it.
He's not the Kurt Cobain, but he's just as important. He's closer to early Dave Grohl levels.
He's not Maverick, he's Goose.
With a happy ending.
Yeah.
With a happier ending.
We'll see at the end of season 2.
Oh.
What?
Whoa.
What?
Oh, whoa.
What?
Who?
Where?
Who? What did anyone say?
I didn't hear him. What?
I
what?
Character.
Who are you?
Who are you anyway?
Who are you?
Who are you? I'm Sully. I play Chip, everybody's favorite little robot. For Chip's fun fact, I've spent a lot of time musing, of course, back in early season 1 when Chip could not eat. What he most badly wanted to taste. If he could only have one food, what he would want to taste. And I came to the conclusion that it was those little pineapple guys from episode 1. It smelled sweet when you cut into them.
Yeah, before.
So technically grilled pineapples. I feel like
That's what I was
that
gonna
is
say.
what he really was like, I just know that's got to rule.
Before we go on to the next person, our good friend.
Scott!
First of all, that's not Scott on screen.
That's not Scott.
That's
That's
not Scott on
Scott.
screen. That is a pineapple man. But our good friend, Scott! Can only do a couple today, and since I won't be able to watch Saturday, Clementine gets the first one.
Thank you.
So that's a hero point from our good friend, Scott. Just a gentle reminder as well, a hero point can be used to re-roll a roll of your choice, or a roll on the wild magic table, where anything can happen. Such as you lose 15 pounds, or something better will happen probably this one.
Yeah, or I'll lose more. And
You'll lose 75 pounds.
Slithering away.
I only weigh like.
Become a skeleton. And who is our local skeleton?
Yeah, who is our 15-pound less? I'm Kevin. I play Gizmo. And a fun little thing about Gizmo is Gizmo does not know how to save $1 at all. Has no savings, spends money immediately once he gets it, and he's back to zero.
You have no money left?
I got no money left.
You're dead serious.
I have.
How did
like,
you even...
There's a lot to buy. There's anything. There's parts, bombs, anything I could just find, just throw. But that's me.
He's got like a giant Santa knapsack now.
Oh my gosh. Widgets carrying
full of grenades.
I
backpacks.
can't believe you spent all that. That was a lot of money we got.
There's a lot of things you could buy.
There's a lot. Especially if you're looking at Grenade Town.
Oh yeah.
There's a whole lot of grenades.
And they're all expensive.
I'm Riley. I'm playing Clementine, the Raxolite envoy. And in an alternate universe, Clementine would totally be a wine aunt. Like,
Would you be selling Mary Kay?
Oh my gosh.
she wouldn't be in someone else's MLM. She would start her own MLM.
The only one to
She's gotta
profit.
be at the top.
She was still girl boss.
Yes, yes.
She makes the pink cars.
Chaotic wine aunt.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
I'm Marcus. I play Valia, the KL operative sniper. And I had a thing for the... Valia is definitely the type of person whose stresses over, or like really analyzes all the options before she buys something. You know, having like a full spreadsheet of options, looking at all the reviews, really figuring out what's the best option before buying anything.
Versus Gizmo.
You have like one tiny bag with the thing you bought. And Gizmo bought half the store.
One big shiny thing. I'm like, this is the best.
Saving for a bigger prize.
I need to make an edit of the Fry meme, the "shut up and take my money," but with Gizmo.
Just a single grenade.
When we last saw our criminals, I'm just gonna stick with that. You guys are criminals.
Hey.
Broke into a place recently. They were busted by security. Before I continue, though, again, our good friend
Scott.
I overshot it.
It's okay. The important thing is you did it.
Yes.
And Scott knows and loves that because he gave you a hero point.
Thank you.
Yay!
Scott!
Scott.
So where was I? So, you guys broke into a facility and had been busted by the security droids that were at that moment surrounding you. After getting a quick little scuffle with some of the security droids being able to dip in and out of rooms at a surprising amount of ease, you were able to defeat them and move into your next restricted area after acquiring a key card. Once in the restricted area, you were jumped by a larger robot, a Terminator-class droid that really quickly made some work of a couple of you, and then it vanished after getting its arm chopped off by Aster. After moving further and further into the restricted area, you entered the office of one Murdoch Hobbs, who left a recording of himself saying that Dominion and Pantheon have bought him out against his wishes, but he believes that him, Stuart Hewlett, and Dr. Elizus, his two other compatriots, would be able to fix anything that could have happened from this buyout, and apologized more and more for anything that could have happened, asking for forgiveness. After leaving, the giant robot returned and hurt Aster very much, and then continued to hurt Chip very much.
He gave me a tour of the place.
Busting through walls, smashing through desks and computers and any object around. You
Get him out of here. I see him.
You were able to defeat him with just barely making it out of there without going down once by a miracle. As you return to the ship feeling good and like you've done a good job's work, you went and called your broker, Tarkov, as he then put Clementine down a bit for trying to talk down to him, outing her as being hunted by the, quote, most powerful man on the ring. Clementine goes to bed. Everybody else kind of hung out for a minute and shortly followed. And that's where we are now. You are all lying in your beds, in your quarters, sleeping, I imagine pretty soundly after getting several severe injuries from the day and going through several walls. Aster, I imagine you are sleeping pretty well.
Yeah, Aster is currently at half his HP, so he is, it's a forced sleep.
He is knocked out, drooling. But our friend Chip, where does Chip sleep on the... Everybody in the ship has a room. Does Chip have a room? Where does Chip
I
charge?
imagine, because we do have like a little like lab. I forget the technical name for it.
Synthesis lab?
A synthesis lab. I imagine that Chip like spends some time in there, but Chip doesn't necessarily have a room. It's not like the ship would have been designed because he was just sort of delivered. I imagine that Chip has his little charging dock. Like somewhere between like, you know, like the kitchen and the dining room, you know, like in that sort of open common space. They're just kind of lined up against a wall.
You're like a Roomba.
Yeah.
Like a
Where
Dyson
you would keep
vacuum.
your Roomba.
So you go into your charging bay. As you click in, you hear the bing bing as it does a little noise, letting everyone know that you are indeed charging. Some time passes. As a construct, you don't have to sleep. You just have to be in a stasis, as it is, of not moving but being plugged in. I lied. Can't forget Gizmo from our good friend. One more hero point for Gizmo. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Scott.
Down, pass it around.
Ooh.
99 hero points from Scott on the wall. You are in your charging bay, and you are completely stationary. You're in like a low power mode, essentially. After about an hour, hour and a half, you see movement in front of you. It looks like a shadow kind of moving in the dark. As you attempt to get out of your charging bay, you find that you're unable to, and you're unable to move or talk or anything of the sort. As you do, you see that shadow move from, it enters in from the bay, the entry door bay of the ship, moves through the living quarters, moves through the common area, as it appears to be looking for something. And as it approaches your little spot between the kitchen and the dining room, you can see it notice you and walk towards you. And as it gets closer, you see it is the hooded man that you had a vision of just a couple days ago. He walks up to you and examines you, kind of looks around, confused as to why you're not, like you're just pinned against the wall, and you see a nod of the head as it sees the charging bay. And it looks down at you, and it grabs your gun arm, and it lifts it up slowly. And you see it pick it up. He's holding your arm. He draws a tiny rectangle on it with his finger, and a slot appears that was not there before. And it rummages through its pockets and pulls out a small USB drive and plugs it in. And you feel your arm begin to jolt and have a stronger sense of power. As you do that, you see him tilt. He grabs your head and tilts it to look at the arm, and he points at where the USB drive is. And he takes his hood off, and you see a light-skinned man. Yeah, he's got a warm smile and wrinkles around his eyes. And he goes, "You can do a lot more with this, my child." As he puts the arm down, and he angles your head back up to where it was. And he went, "You're doing great. You're on the right path. You can do a lot more, and I'm so proud of you." As you see, he puts the hood back up and begins to walk out. And you see, without the door even opening, he just appears to phase through it. And that's it. That's all you see as you enter back into your rest mode.
Oh, good night. Oh my gosh.
In the morning, as your charge completes, you boot back online. You have to do a little reset, like a software update. Like you have to check for updates.
Oh,
And you
I hate
reboot.
those.
Please do not turn off the bot.
The
Remind
screen
me
says
tomorrow.
that.
Yeah.
As you get up, you feel your chest feels a little heavier than it was before. And as you look down to see your screen, there is now a heart on it that is slightly beating.
Oh my gosh.
You feel this. You can almost feel the beat of the heart as you just see it is essentially like one pixel go up, one pixel go down, just pulsing back and forth. But you do have a heart on your chest, and I would like you to also make me a perception check.
Oh my gosh. It's an 18 on the die, so that's going to be 34.
Okay. Passive with flying colors. You walk into the dining room. As you walk in, you hit the lights. This is around the time that people start waking up anyway. So as you hit the lights, you see on the table is a small white box with a red ribbon wrapped around it.
I look to my left, and I look to my right, and then we're gonna snatch it.
You open it.
Yeah.
As you open it, you see inside are 2 hard drives, they look like. You see 2 hard drives.
Do they look like they would fit in my... I haven't checked out my new little hole.
Where that
or whatever.
hole was, it is not there. It is clean as if it was never there before. You do have a port that you could plug the hard drive in on yourself to kind of get a read of it.
Okay, I'll do that.
You do that, and
Oh, gee.
in
It's
both
malware.
of
You never plug in the random USB you find.
in these hard drives, both have unique codes in them that you are able to install into your own coding, and I will tell you what they do once they are, if you choose to install them.
Plug in a random hard drive, click the executable immediately.
We'll say it's not the execute. You just can see that it's like a Python file, and you're like, interesting.
So I can't tell what it is unless I install it.
Right.
I'll just do it.
Definitely not a virus.
I'm willing to roll this. Yeah.
All right. You install the first hard drive.
Okay.
And
Oh, yeah, one at a time. Let's be really clear. I'm not...
The first hard drive installs, and you feel that same feeling you had before of when magic first ignited, and you feel every sense of emotion and a deeper connection in with the universe. Would you like to now explain what the level you took is?
Yes, I multi-classed into a level of Technomancer.
You now, with this hard drive installation, have a level of Technomancer and are able to cast spells at will. And you see, signed within the code is the letter J.
Just J.
Just J. It's like as if at the end, just a dash and a J. You have a second hard drive.
It's going well. I'll plug in the other one faster this time.
You plug it in. This one is a little bit more complex. You'll need assistance with this one, but it's labeled gimmick. And
That isn't.
you see next to that is a notepad. Like if somebody wrote a notepad in Windows, put that in there with it.
A little readme.
Yes.
.txt.
No, yeah, .txt. If you open that, you see this will help with casting. Keep it up. -J.
Oh. Do I have a dad?
And that's it.
Oh.
Did you have a magic dad?
Oh my gosh.
It's like Santa Claus.
Chip quietly goes, Papa. In the kitchen alone.
That everybody starts waking up as the day continues. What does everybody do this morning?
I think Clementine takes a little longer to leave her quarters than usual. After, getting her laundry aired out by Gerard the day before, she has to kind of muster the strength to go out and, face her crew and very likely answer questions they might have. So she takes a little longer to come out. And when she does, she, just gets a drink and sits down at the table, just quiet.
For Valia, it's about the kind of same, kind of hesitant to come out. He's feeling pretty less than great about how the battle yesterday went. Just really fumbling a lot. So she's gonna also take her time coming out, and when she does eventually come out, it's just gonna be fairly quiet as well.
You have 2, sad, quiet women sitting at the table.
Sad Girls Club.
Have we?
Chip is gonna sit. I imagine there's like a little bar, like sort of like where there's the island, and then like the little like 3 bar stools. Chip's just gonna sit quietly on the third one, and just kind of leg crossed over, just joining.
I'll come up pretty excited that the check has cashed in. I just noticed.
Yo,
that
hits the
Tarkov has
count.
deposited quite a hefty sum of money. It's like it's in payday. I mean, wait, is everything okay?
Morning.
Morning.
That our paycheck?
Yeah, it's
clear?
it's pretty big.
Oh, I gotta check. I'll pull out my personal communication device and check my account too. Oh wow. That's very. You're right. That's a very substantial paycheck.
Well, what's everyone up to?
Vibes are so weird. Energy's so down.
I imagine after printing out a little piece of paper, Chip's gonna just slide across the counter over to Clementine. Not to push, but I have compiled a list of most powerful individuals in the Absalom Ring. You can feel free to indicate by pointing.
I appreciate it, Chip. I don't know if this guy would necessarily be easily identifiable, considering the rather covert work that, you know, he's in the same field as us, as far as I can tell. His name is Timmer. He's a drow fella. Got a bit of an accent like mine, and dresses like, you know, an archaic outlaw. Like, he dresses very old-fashioned, like big brim hat, and he hit pretty hard when he ran into me.
Is that what happened the other day? When you came late?
Yeah. I took a lot of damage, and I took the long way around to get home because I barely escaped, and it took a while. You know, I stopped off at Crash Landing, and I didn't want to admit to any of this. I wanted to try and handle it myself, but it's been affecting my leadership of this team, and so I'm gonna do better.
I know that's hard to say, and I'm glad you told us, but I mean, I wish you had told us earlier. This is a big deal, and especially if he's already found you once. Like, I'd hate to know what would have happened. You know, what could have happened, and you know, not telling us just means we couldn't help you.
Yeah.
Clementine, the captain, said we don't keep secrets from each other.
You're right. I did say that, didn't I? I'm sorry. There's a certain level of secrecy required in this field, but when one of us is in danger, we should tell the team, I suppose. That's as much information as I know about this Timmer fella.
Do you know why he's coming after you?
Well, he didn't say who sent him or why, but you mentioned somebody talk to you about it?
Yeah, I think he said like you knew too much, or you'd seen something.
Not quite sure what he's talking about, because, you know, I know that years ago, you know, I was reminiscing just the other day with you about the bouquetagram thing.
Yeah.
On that mission, I saw this this corporate message between was it RAM? It was between the corporations about how the ring's running out of fuel, and apparently up until then it had just been one of the companies handling that, and they were expressing frustration with the lack of assistance from the other two companies. I don't know if it's that, because I figure, you know, we in the things that we've done the past few days, we know that one engine is missing its fuel thanks to Royce crushing it. So I don't know if it's that. Do I need to do like a recall knowledge? Is there anything I can remember that might be it?
Yeah, I'll do a recall knowledge here.
Okay.
We'll do it with culture and with your bonuses and everything with that. So what's the
+9.
+9? Okay. Okay. You, as a professional, do your best to keep your nose out of things that you shouldn't, knowing the dangers in this. And of all of the jobs that you've run in the past, the only time you can remember of getting your nose in a little too far is that job specifically.
That's really the only thing I can think of. So maybe somebody wants to keep the information quiet about the ring running out of fuel.
I guess it makes sense, especially if the fuel is these secret crystals that nobody else knows about. But, I mean, then it also means that we all know too much.
Yeah.
And if one crystal was destroyed, but if the ring was already running out of fuel before that,
And this was a few years ago.
it doesn't bode well for the current state of things.
I wish I could know who sent him, but I don't have any leads on that.
After a moment, Gizmo, your phone rings.
I'm so sorry.
You were supposed to be
I gotta
on
take this.
silent.
I know we were having a team meeting. Hello?
You get a call, and it's on the other end. You hear the voice of Mirren as he goes, "Gizmo, my man!"
What? Sorry, I'm in a different room.
You can all hear a man yelling on the phone. He goes, "Gizmo, my man, have you learned anything about the vents or whatever?"
Oh no, I was like right in the neighborhood and I totally forgot. We like almost died.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. This is a pet project. Listen, I've got another thing. Do you have a friend or know anybody who's in the market for a polymath brain augmentation? Got one recently. Can't seem to get anybody to get it. So,
I have some ideas. I mean,
okay.
yeah, I'm gonna tell you. You've been on speakerphone.
What? You gotta tell him, man. I gotta make a fool of myself.
What? Okay, this is my friend Mirren. Hi, anybody? Anybody?
I mean, trying to support the team, I could probably do with being a little smarter, I suppose.
Oh, you're plenty smart, but yeah. I mean, sure. Yeah, I got somebody interested.
Perfect. Okay, I've got it ready. The chopping table's ready to go too. So we're gonna bring him over. We can install that bad boy.
The chopping table's like he's really delicate.
No need for chopping. Thanks to my L-fan system, I already have a way to install one augmentation.
Oh, easy peasy then.
Yeah.
You sure you
No
don't
need
want
to
a
chop.
chopping table?
Chopping table's not ready. If you got other things we can chop and we can block, you know?
I'm fine. I don't need any pruning. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm gonna slide away whatever breakfast Clementine was having. No foods before operation.
He goes, perfect. All right, come on over anytime. We want to be ready for you.
All right, we'll see you soon there.
Thanks, man. He hangs up.
Thanks.
All right, no problem. Yeah, I think we can
Well, that
use
was
all
a
the-
nice change of pace.
Yeah. Getting upgrades. We'll be fine. We'll take care of this timber fella. We're a team.
Aster's gonna come out of his room finally.
Loudly
Just
hearing
the
a man
entire
yelling in the room.
Kind of stumble out of his room. Aster is not in his armor. Bandages across his chest. He's like, hey guys.
Oh, hey there, sunshine.
Everyone feeling okay?
Are you feeling okay?
No. I feel awful. This sucks. I counted 3 walls I got sent through. Not to include chairs, desk, tchotchkes.
Did you count how many chairs?
No,
There was like 3 chairs.
at least.
Not to mention the cubicles.
And countless tchotchkes.
Yes, yes. I'm surprised how many tchotchkes there were, considering it wasn't really that personalized of an office.
There was one cubicle just covered in like stuffed animal keychains and little potted plants.
Little
So
desk bird.
many Funkos.
No, I draw the line. Those ones aren't here. Funkos aren't welcome in this universe.
It's the one time Corey said no.
No butts.
No, period. That's it. All figures look normal here.
They don't have soulless eyes.
They're not dolls, they're models.
But I'll manage, I guess.
Sorry, Aster. I feel like I kind of jinxed it. I was just saying how you were invincible and that I didn't worry about anything because you're around.
I mean, I lived.
You did. Yeah, you're like a tank.
I'm sorry how yesterday went. It went poorly, and I was just messing things up left and right. I feel like I barely got a single shot to where it was supposed to be.
You were doing better than me in that department, at least.
Barely. It was not a good day yesterday, and I'm really sorry.
The encounter was unconventional, to say the least.
Yeah.
I mean, not everything's gonna go smoothly all the time. I mean, I trust you guys with my life. So, no matter what happens, we're gonna stick together and we're gonna make it through.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like, even if it was random chance, like rolling dice, you'd think I would hit at least 50% of the time, but I was just doing horrible.
You're so
It has to be me. And
You're
my
so
fault.
skilled. I would imagine your modifier will be huge.
A
no.
typical practice when evaluating averages is to throw out the high and low. So
I throw
don't
out the hits.
sweat it.
I don't know. But you were already really hurt, and it could have been worse. So I'm sorry.
Listen, it's my job to get beat up a little bit every now and then, okay? I'd rather me than, you guys. I can take it. Okay?
After also being thrown through a wall, I would also rather Aster than
It's not fun. It's not, I gotta say.
it is not. I don't want to do it again.
Forced flight, I'm not about it.
It's bad.
I don't want any of us to be in that kind of situation again either. I think something important that we need to do is to get better armor, get better weapons, just equip ourselves and prepare ourselves better so that something like that won't come that close to killing some of us.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
If we don't have anything going on, we could probably get some of that stuff.
You know, I
With-
think we have some downtime.
With that, also point of note, Chip, the second hard drive you had was too complex to install on your own. You will need assistance to get that installed.
Like a programmer or an engineer of some kind.
Probably.
mechanic,
If he had an
maybe?
assistant as well, that would also help.
A Solarian.
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll kind of slide over to Gizmo as we're all starting to divulge into our own conversations. I'll just kind of trying to be as sly as possible. Looking the other way, slide the hard drive across the kitchen counter.
Just look at it. Upgrades.
Just points to himself. Yes.
Sliding it subtly and then very not subtly.
A gun hand. That's huge.
Upgrade me.
Okay. I won't ask where you got it. Don't even worry about it.
It might be a virus.
Oh, okay.
Sort that out first.
Yeah. Gonna plug it into my computer.
After looking at it, this is a bit more complex.
Whoa.
Mirren does have a higher end computer that you could use to transfer the data safely into Chip. So,
Seems like a group trip.
group. All right. These three will go off and visit Mirren. You guys exit the ship. You are parked inside of it's a large lorry shipping bay, which is just slang for it is a place for you guys to secretly go store your ship with other lorries as well, kind of acting as a safe haven.
Good trailer park?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Sometimes they form little communities within them. This one is definitely more just park your ship here, leave, come back, do whatever. But as you guys leave, you take the train, you take a subway over to Mirren's, and it takes about an hour or so travel. With that, you two, what are you two up to? Anything specific, or just hanging out on the ship?
Which two? Sorry.
You, Aster and Valia.
So did Clementine go as well?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I went
Okay.
to go get the graft.
She's got surgery.
Yes.
Okay.
So these three have
Oh
left.
gosh, I forgot. I text her. Good luck.
Praying for
I
you.
mean, you missed the entirety of that conversation, to be fair. You didn't even hear about Timmer.
I imagine I get caught up with volley like, hey, so what did I miss? Valia, I know you were feeling bad about that encounter, but I mean, you're like the most professional person, the professional Lori I've ever met in my whole life.
Oh,
I haven't met a lot of them, to be fair, but like you're definitely top 10.
Oh, that means a lot. Thank you.
I don't know, maybe there's some strategies we could work on, or we could just kind of get the teamwork vibe. I'm up close and personal, and you're further away. Like, we're kind of opposites, but we could try to work that into our advantage and, help the team as a whole.
Yeah, definitely. I think we're, synthesis, synergy. Where's the corporate music?
Synthesizing.
Powered by Pantheon. So the logo pops up.
Synthesynergy.
Synergy, this, up close and far away, just kind of keep everything in control. So I agree. Gizmo said that our paycheck came in from the past couple jobs.
Oh,
so
finally! God, you think you'd pay us a little faster, but yeah, we could maybe get some cool items. And I had one idea. What you told me about Clementine, I have something for the whole group I think I want to get, and maybe it'll help us out in emergencies.
that sounds great. I've got a few things that I think would help a little bit. So some upgrades would probably help us out a lot, keep us safer, more effective.
And you know what? you keep us safer too.
Polly's just gonna blush.
With that, you guys go and do a little shopping spree as these three head off to Mirren's. Gizmo, you walk in the front door as if you own the place. This is your buddy. You two see this chop shop that is just dirty and has scrap metal all over the place. You see shelves made out of robo arms and legs and different appendages. You see in the back is a bear sitting in a chair with his feet up on the table and holding what looks like the augmentation, flipping it up and down and catching it.
Chip is visibly shaking. This is like beef walking into a butcher shop. Like,
Don't worry, Chip. You're not going on the shopping table.
oh no!
Oh, you cleaned up the place, Marin.
I try, it gets too dirty in here at times. I gotta keep it tidy.
Looks nice.
And he walks up and goes, I am Mirren.
Clementine. I'm the one that requested the polygraph.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
He pulls it out of his pocket. You see some lint in it. And he goes, what is your name?
I'm Chip.
Chip. Nice to meet you, Chip. He goes to shake your hand, too.
Yes.
Ooh, big arm.
Thank you.
He goes, all right. He cracks his knuckles, and he goes, so you're getting it.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
You'll sit on the table over there, and you see what looks like a dentist chair with arm straps and legs on it. And he goes, don't strap in. Just sit in it. It's fine.
Right. Okay.
Can we go to hold her hand?
Yeah. You be
You're
careful.
holding the Elfan arms.
So and he goes up and he goes, right, back here.
Yeah.
He goes,
yeah.
perfect. Give me a minute here. And as he's starting to install it, you feel your brain expanding, and then he'll like mess with it a little bit, and it'll go back down, and it's just this deeply uncomfortable feeling as you feel yourself actively growing smarter, getting a little less smart, growing smart again. As it probably didn't buy this piece. Is what it feels like. Definitely feels like a little more homemade. But as he's putting it in there, he goes, Gizmo, what have you guys been up to?
Just a whole bunch of stuff. We almost died, but we made it. We've been shopping. We're gonna get upgrades. We also will have another upgrade coming up.
Oh,
Yeah.
what is it?
So
He goes, okay, hang on. He goes, pop. You feel it start. He goes, good as new.
Thank you.
How you feel?
I'm feeling fine. A little bit more alert, I guess.
Good. Glad to hear it. Get
Good
off
way
table.
to wake up.
Let's get off table. You come here.
Me?
Yes, come on.
On table.
Sit down.
Is that necessary?
He
You'll say you're
picks
fine.
you up and places you down on the table. And he goes, Gizmo, come help me with this for a second. And he goes over to the corner where there's a little cart, and you see a larger computer on it with an extension cord that's plugged in. And he goes, okay, I had an idea. Do they know about the vents and stuff?
I haven't really told them yet. I'll bring it up. But
Okay, because I had a thought. The magic in it, right?
Mhm.
It didn't withhold within widget,
Yeah.
but it held in it wherever it was getting held. So maybe it's what the material is made of that holds it in there.
Okay.
So if we can get our hands on some of that material, then we could get something out of this, And also another idea, we can install it on your ship. That's free fuel.
Oh.
You can just power the ship with that. It's powering the whole thing, so I can just power the ship with that.
Okay. Yeah, we have some few leads on other locations where we can get material like that.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
He goes, all right, good. I don't think they suspect a thing. So he pushes the cart back over. And he goes, all right, what am I putting in?
And the hard drive. It's a little complicated. I couldn't get it.
It's-
working
I
locally.
found that and decided, yeah, I want to install
Where'd you find it?
in our kitchen.
In your kitchen.
That is true.
Okay. Was it just in a drawer and you just like, oh, okay.
No. On the counter
Okay.
in a box. I pull out the box.
Oh. Neat.
Yes.
Okay, it was a gift then.
It might be malware.
Okay, I'll check for that.
Please investigate.
All right, I'll
Thoroughly.
check for that. Okay, I'll check for that.
I have no antivirus software.
We'll fix that. And you see he plugs in the hard drive and he starts typing away at it. And after a little bit, he'll stop typing and he'll go, Gizmo, can you open, what was your name again?
Chip.
Chip. Can you open Chip?
Chip,
Like-
can I do that, Chip?
Yes. Why? Yes.
I plugged you in to the system, and then I plugged hard drive into the system, and there's a Chip or Gizmo. Come look at this. Clement, you too. Everybody, come look at this.
What's happening?
You guys come and see the computer, and you see that on the screen itself, there's ones and zeros. It's binary, and then you see what looks like from where the hard drive is plugged into the computer. There's that purple energy is pumping up through it, and the code redesigns itself for a moment and then pulls itself back together. And then after like a moment, it'll do that again, and then it'll pull itself back together. And you go, I don't know what this is. Dude,
We've seen it before. This purple stuff
is it?
with the crystal and everything.
It's the magic.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay. So I told Mirren. Okay. We weren't supposed to tell, but I just Mirren's like my pal, and I was
Oh, snap.
okay. I know we
Someone's
said.
trying to kill me about information like this.
Well, you were keeping a secret. You were keeping a secret. So I have one secret. We all have one secret. We all get one pass.
You're in for it now.
This is my one pass. We all get one.
What if somebody tries to come kill him?
No, Mirren's the strongest person in the galaxy. Nothing's gonna happen to Mirren. Mirren's like
You
Aster.
just said that about Aster,
Aster's
and
still-
then he was thrown through walls.
And lived.
I like those odds.
You're in a mess.
If magic is real, jinxes are too.
Oh no, curses.
Can you open Chip up? See his. I want to see his core that he's got.
Hold. And I'm gonna.
Chip, did you?
I can open me
Okay. I didn't want to be rude. I didn't want to pursue.
like I'm not here.
You open your core, and you now see inside is that purple mist is inside Chip, floating around. And Gizmo, make me an engineering check.
What happened to the little hamster that ran on the wheel?
It's purple now
It
too.
exploded.
So it's a 12 on the die plus 20.
Plus 20.
Yeah, it's kind of
Hey.
we got a little smarter.
What you notice is this purple mist does not leave Chip's body after being opened. It seems to be sticking to the cogs in him. It seems to wherever there's a little bit of frayed wire sticking out, it is getting attracted to that. And it's getting attracted to the walls of him as well. So even when you open the hatch that's like on your back, there's like a puff of that on the door as you pull it open.
Does it seem like the same material the vents were made out of? Like this magic?
Yeah, with a 30 whatever you got. Yes. it does. It looks exactly like that same material.
Mirren, I think this is the stuff. I think this is Chip is made out of it.
Chip is made. Chip, do you know what you're made out of?
Out of what?
And he walks around to the front. He knocks on like your chest and he goes, "You're the metal. Do you know what you're made out of?"
I thought you were supposed to be like standard issue.
Well, nothing's standard about Chip.
Well, that's true, but how
That's sweet.
how did you wind up being so different from all the other SROs?
I don't know.
You
Unless
do
I-
remember Pepper took some scrapings off of you to go test them.
Hold on. I'm gonna shoot a little text to Pepper. Be like, hey.
Like 3 Ys.
That's all I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's
say.
it?
I can't just come out with it.
After
You think I only text her when I need something?
after a few minutes, she goes, "Hey."
A few minutes.
Yeah, after a few
I'm
minutes.
just silent.
In those minutes.
Peter Beard's like, "Whether."
Yeah, in those minutes, I'll just be like, Aaron, you think you could like look up a serial number or something and see if we could trace like a
Well,
manufacturing place?
It's funny you say that. And Jib, I'm gonna get a little. And he grabs the back of your head and pushes you down a bit. And in the core, he goes, "Do you see underneath this gear? There's like a empty space.
Mm-hmm.
Should be model number there.
Oh.
No model number."
Where was Bart the one that like submitted like the request to get a new SRO unit?
Mhm.
Where did Bart get you?
I don't know. I don't remember.
You were activated then.
My first memory in system is you. Waking up, powering on.
Yeah.
Reply to Pepper.
If we
I'll
can
just
find
say,
Susie, maybe she knows. She was in like the filing cabinet with the documents. Maybe she knows.
What you doing? Are you busy?
She goes, "Not up to much. Can I give you a call?"
Yes. I need to take this.
She gives you a call. She says,
Hi.
Hey, how you been?
Good.
Good.
Well. And normal.
Good. Okay.
And fine.
Good.
Many attributes could be applied. And you.
I've been good. I didn't want to just text you about this because I didn't want you to think like, oh, she only texts me when she needs something. But I had some of my old pirate buddies run some tests on your metal, and there's kind of a lot to it. Can I meet you somewhere?
Yes.
Where are you at now?
Hold. What is the name of this place?
This place is called something I would know because it's Mirren's shop.
Mirren's Cogs and Some.
Mirren's Cognizant.
Mirren's Cogs and some.
And after you hear some like tapping on the screen, and she goes, "Oh, okay, that's like 15 minutes for me. Okay, give me a sec. I'll see you in a few minutes."
See
And-
you in a few minutes.
It's the call. The call ends.
She's coming.
Ooh, it's coming. What do you mean?
Pepper.
Who?
I'm not sure what to call her. It's going well.
Your situationship.
Oh no!
Yes.
They're in the talking stage.
Okay. Why?
Oh, yes. She took a sample, and I'll show him the little scrapey bit on my arm.
Oh, so she could know what okay.
Ran
Okay.
tests with
That's awesome.
pirates. Yes,
with pirates?
and has come to conclusive evidence.
Why was she testing your metal?
So, here's the thing. The first person to discover that something may be different with me was Pepper.
Okay, so she took the scrapings because she's trying to figure out what's different about you.
Why I'm magic.
Oh?
She
Okay.
knew first. She figured it out. She had dibs. It's different.
Okay, no, it's fine. We all get one chip. We all get one.
It's
One
different.
leak.
Don't go spreading that around.
No, I'm
that
gonna-
each
I'm
of us gets one
I'm
secret.
gonna- I'm
Was
texting
our
Aster.
thing first
I also lied.
before this rule was instated.
The group chat's blowing up right now.
Confessing everything you've ever done.
Clem said we need to be honest.
There's too much to process here, even with my new brain thing.
So much more room for all this knowledge.
So much room
Aren't you ready for us to fill it?
You're gonna have to get another upgrade soon.
I need a bigger brain.
It just gets you more gigs. It's like
More RAM.
Yeah. After about 15-20 minutes, you hear the door open and the bell above it rings as Pepper walks in. She comes in and she's just in like more casual clothes. She's got like a tank top and some work pants and work boots on. She goes, "Hey!"
doesn't have eyebrows to waggle.
it's the lens. She's going.
zooming in and out. Hi.
Hey, how you been?
Good.
Good.
Better.
I like
No,
your haircut.
never mind.
Thank you. I just
very
got it
nice.
recently.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like your legs still.
Thank you. And like the elfan arms kind of do like a.
She's gonna lean over to you, Chip, and go, "Is that awkward to say that? I felt awkward after I answered that."
No, it was fine.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
Perfectly acceptable in social situations to offer a compliment.
Oh, good.
In response to a compliment.
Hey, Gizmo.
What's up?
I like your goggles.
Okay, we don't always have to trade. It doesn't have to be transactional compliments, but you're cool.
okay.
Yeah. Wait.
Okay.
Have you been here before? The Tamirans?
No,
It's a nice place.
It is a place.
It's a mess.
And Mirren goes and he goes, "It's mine." He introduces himself to Pepper.
Yeah, you two should talk for a second.
No, they exchange pleasantries and we move on.
You don't want a NPC to NPC.
No, you guys are the focal points of this story, not my many voices I can do. After a bit, Pepper goes, "Okay, so I found your metal doesn't exist, sort of. It shouldn't exist. Your metal is from a place called the Desert Moon of Karth. It is a planet or moon that surrounds a gas giant that is uninhabitable. The moon itself is beyond uninhabitable. There is a ring of wreckage around it that anytime a ship or any piece of technology tries to go in there, it gets pulled in and it can't get out. People have crash landed on the place and have never been seen again. They've not been heard of. The very little information we know is that the metal that you are almost entirely made out of is incredibly malleable and it conducts things better than conducts any material better than anything else. So I think whatever magic is around is able to stick onto you. And at that, Mirren will kind of sit back and he'll like chew on a pencil and he'll go, "Desert Moon of Karth. That sounds familiar." And as he says that, I want you all to make me a culture check. This is related to Lori business.
Yes.
Chip is literally built different.
Yes.
Different.
We both rolled bad.
Yeah, we can.
Good thing I rolled well. 17 on the die. And we can't decide whether it's like a +5 or just -5 to the DC. I'm just gonna say +5.
It equals the same
because
thing
of-
in the end.
Yeah,
So
because of my my bonus. So that is 22.
cool.
I rolled 2 and 3.
That is exactly what it is.
Okay, Clementine. When
We're really killing it over here, Kevin.
when Pepper says Desert Moon of Karth, that does ring a bell. And after a moment in Mirren saying that, it clicks with you. You know Timur before. You've heard his name. His nickname is Timur the Shadow of Karth.
That's my bad. Oh no.
I need to finish writing this.
Everybody's like,
Hard cut to Aster and Valia. They're getting ice cream right now.
Enjoying a pleasant day at the park.
The weather is really nice
Aster-
today on the range.
Aster seems like a mint chocolate chip kind of guy.
Do I remember any like lore around that name?
Yeah, we'll do a recall knowledge check again. What's your culture modifiers?
+9, and then if it's related to Lori business,
It is.
then additional 5.
Okay.
Oh.
You don't know anything in specifics. You have heard tell of him owning several businesses and being a fairly public guy. Like throw his name around and you might get some benefits at places you go to.
I just remembered something that. Oh boy, this is ominous. So talking about Karth, the guy that's after me, Timur, is also known as the Shadow of Karth.
You say that within range. Mirren will say is across the room. You say that within range of Pepper or no?
Yeah, I'll say yeah.
Pepper at that will go, oh my god. What? Timur? Is
Yeah.
after you?
Yeah.
Oh. And she'll like take a step back for a second. She'll go,
What do you
"Okay,
know?
I don't know much, but I know he's the best at what he does. He got the nickname Shadow of Karth because he's from Karth somewhere, and he is like the shadow of death.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, that's bad.
Not good.
It's the only things I really know about him are that, you know, he's an entrepreneur apparently, and he's surprisingly public for someone in our field.
Not really, but if that's what you've heard, I guess. I'm more on the pirate side, you're more on the Lori side. But I do know he's got like a point of contact that he goes to fairly often.
Yeah.
His name is Scuttle. He's a Yosoki, and he runs a nightclub.
Oh.
Yeah, it's on the south end of the ring.
What's the place?
It's called I have it written down in my phone. Hang on a second. And she looks through her phone.
You gotta pull it up on maps, nightclubs near you.
It's like a saved place.
Yeah, it's one of these.
It's a note from like a year or so ago, so you
Yeah.
gotta really scroll
I was
it.
I was kind of interested. I was seeing someone at a time, and they were like, "Oh, let's go
What?
see this."
Had a bit of a hyperfixation for a second.
Shit, visor goes red.
It's called Dancers. That's it. It's a little on the nose, but
Hmm.
I know he runs that club. You could. He's the only other thing I know.
Yeah. Can I I brought this up last episode or the episode before that. My Lori corporate agent thing. I can either take 10 minutes to attempt a diplomacy check to gather info if I have access to the infosphere, or with access to the infosphere, I can take a nat 20 on a recall knowledge check in half the normal time, which is typically 1 minute. So, let me do a nat 20 on a recall knowledge check to try and see if I.
Let's Google him.
Yeah. To like look up either Scuttle or Timur.
We'll say with a natural 20. When you Google Timur, nothing pops up at all.
Yeah.
When you Google Scuttle, you see that there's arrest records of Scuttle, and you see that he does in fact legally own the business that is Dancers. He since he's opened dancers, he has not been arrested. As you look that up, Pepper will say the only other, the best bet to know about any of that kind of stuff, if you want to know about Karth, is there's a I don't like throwing this word around a lot, but it's like a cult. They're called the Children of Elizus. Their founder, he studied Karth a lot.
Dr. Elisus?
I don't know. Maybe. They're kind of weird people. I don't hang around them too often. They show up. I leave pretty quickly after. It's kind of how it goes.
Oh, goodness. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And you know, if you spot him anywhere, just like let me know. Give me a heads up.
Sure.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah.
With that, Mirren is able to get the software installed on you, so you now have your gimmick as well.
Gimmick.
At that, Mirren, if you have anything else you'd like to do, now would be the time with Mirren. Otherwise, he'll say goodbye to you guys. All right, Mirren will say goodbye. Pepper
Thank
says,
you.
Of course, happy to help as always.
This has been weird.
I didn't expect. I thought I'd just get a couple
But
bucks, you know. I didn't think this would happen. If you find more metal or vents or if you take any of it, let me know. We can install it on ship and get free fuel.
Ooh.
Great, good seeing you guys. Then Pepper will walk up to you, Chip, and go, when next class is a couple days, right?
Yes. Let me check the schedule. Is it? Yes.
Tomorrow.
Yes. Tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow. Okay, awesome. Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow then.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Good seeing you guys.
Yes.
Thanks
She'll-
again.
She'll walk away. She'll go, yep, I'll let you know.
Thanks.
And she walks away.
Good.
Yeah.
It's going good. Yes.
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 As you guys go back to the train to make your way back to the docking bay, Aster and Valia, as you guys are wrapping up your shopping spree, your just actual good day of fun and relaxation,
Skipping around.
arm in arm, knowing you're in top 10 lorries. You guys get back to the ship and you get to the bay door. And you see in front of the door, on the steps leading up to it, there is a small black bar. You can see it from a distance. Both of you make me a perception check.
And could we say that their shopping trip, like they checked in with us, like, do you guys want anything?
Yeah, we'll say that.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool,
that's
cool,
fine.
cool, cool.
That's totally fine.
Got it.
Gone to Publix. Want us to pick up anything?
You guys see your grocery list of items.
Space Venmo.
Just tons of plastic bags filled with grenades.
And thank you. Grin all over it.
Yes.
So they're packaged like bath bombs. Like that.
Packs of 3. What'd you guys get?
Got 5 on the dice for 19.
Okay.
11 on the dice, 18.
Valia. As you approach,
Aster's trying to carry all the bags in one trip.
you got all the boxes like stacked up. Valia, you see on the steps it's a sword hilt, and there's a tag wrapped around it that says "From Elizus."
This is strange. Do you know anyone named Elizus?
No. I assume, so you don't know anyone named Elizus.
No. This doesn't seem good. I don't really know who should know where we are right now. Is there anybody, 360, is there anybody watching us?
Do another perception check for me.
Let's see. 14 for 28.
With a 28, you look around. This is a pretty neutral, like concrete blocks all around, like concrete ground, concrete walls.
Brutal.
You see there's some ships parked here of lorries that you would recognize of being parked here pretty often, along with you guys. The thing you do notice that sticks out is at the exit, you see a green cloak flow through the door as it leaves.
Something's very weird about this.
You pick up the sword hilt.
Do I pick up the sword?
That's always a good question.
I'm definitely gonna look around and kind of be like, is there a trap here? Is there any funny business besides it just being a thing left here?
We'll say you take some time after I assume you put the stuff down. After a moment, you take some time, and without a check, assuming that you again took time to do this, there's no traps. It is just a sword hilt.
Okay, then sure, I'll pick it up.
Okay. You notice it is a black metal that has purple strappings around it for the hilt. But the noticeable thing, besides it being just the hilt, no blade, is in the bottom part of it, there is a small hole that seems that is there leading into the hollow hilt.
So it's like where the tip would be?
So there's like the tip of it, but then on the side of the actual hilt itself is a hole, as if something is supposed to be like inserted in there.
Like where the
Yeah.
where the blade would go, or on the side, like you were saying.
On the side.
Oh, okay.
On the side.
I missed that.
Yeah, that's okay.
I won't lie, I like the aesthetics of this, but I'm not really one for sword knowledge. Do you have any? Does this look familiar to you at all?
I mean, I just got the one. It's made of light.
You take the sword hilt.
Pass it to me.
Take a look. Even with just a light sword, you probably know better than me.
Make me a will saving throw.
Whoa.
Oh,
Dang it.
it's a bomb. A special bomb for just you.
Okay. That's a 10 on the die. 16.
At just short of a failure. You feel as you touch it, it is that same feeling as the bar before, where the man said Cynthia, and you feel a rush of emotions, and you feel yourself begin to hyperventilate, but you're able to steel yourself. In your mind, however, you hear Cynthia giggling, and you hear two other voices groaning in pain, until you finally hear a voice just clearly say, "Welcome to the club." Can you hand Gary? You have been given. Can you read that out loud for everyone?
Cold-blooded.
Ooh.
It's a gift and a stain?
You have
Oh my gosh.
a shadow manifestation on you. So you've been given a gift, which is a boon that strengthens you. Can you read that out loud?
You gain cold resistance 5.
And you gain what it was as for being given this, something is taken away from you as well.
Your appearance becomes disturbing. Reduce your charisma score by 1.
As you take the sword hilt, it is immediately, it feels comfortable in your hand. It feels right in your hand. And at that, you see your mote get yoinked into where that hole was. And the sword ignites. This is added to your inventory. This is the same as your sword hilt. This is the same as your attack and everything with the mote, but it's a +1 to attack, +1 to damage.
All right.
Okay.
Did that all happen relatively instantly?
That happened. Yeah, the moment that he grabbed that, you see him go pale, and you see his features get a little more gaunt as that happens, and then the mote shoots in and ignites itself into the sword.
Whoa! Are you okay? What's happening? What this?
I turn up and I guess I look disturbing. I imagine
A little more pale, kind of like sharper features a little bit. Your hair's a little more darker than it was before.
Oh no! This can't be good. We gotta just get you inside. Don't be careful with that. I didn't look like it did anything.
oh Oh, it did something all right. I felt bad. I felt bad, like the worst I felt in a while, but then I feel good. I feel very good.
You sure you feel good? You look like you've gone pale. I think we just need to get you inside and really look at what's happening here. I'm kind of concerned.
Yeah. We'll go inside. Yeah.
Okay.
You go back inside. Lights flick on. Do you undo the moat so that it's no longer ignited as a sword?
Asher's fully walking with the sword out.
Okay. Yeah, you see the sword is giving off a glow within the room, and you put everything down on the table.
This.
Is something wrong?
Oh no!
I mean, I'm just concerned. It seems suspicious, and it definitely affected you. And are we sure this is actually good? Because so much has been happening that I'm just worried that this, was given to us by somebody with malicious intent.
I don't know who this Elias guy is, but I haven't felt this strong in a while.
Okay. I'm definitely just gonna kind of just be like, all right, with that, and then just kind of text Clem like, someone left a weird sword hilt
my
here,
God.
and Aster took it, and now he's pale and powerful, and weird things are happening.
All caps, emergency.
It's a little
red alert.
disturbing, but he says he feels okay.
You're all on the train like 10 minutes away, and you get that text.
Oh, we have signal in the subway. This place is good.
There's positives and negatives, you know.
Yes, I'm just like, what? What happened?
I don't really know. It's just somebody left something in front, left us something here, and we found it, and
There was no sign of who left it?
it said a gift from Elias.
Dr. Elias? As in Stuart Hewlett. Murdoch Hobbs.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize the text was on speaker.
Wait, is it private? Was it at the group chat? Oh no!
It's just a club.
Oh no! I thought it was the group chat.
Don't worry. I say it.
I'm reading over your shoulder. Chip! I have no understanding of personal space.
Buddy,
Oh,
don't
man.
worry. I'm on it. And I respond, Dr.
No
Elias?
more secrets.
No, I
Dr. Elias, like in Hobbs's message?
Who's Hobbs?
From
Oh, right.
from the mission.
I guess so. I don't think it said Doctor.
It was Dr. Elias was one of his compatriots.
Did it say on the note, or just
And
Elias?
from that it said Elias.
Yeah, it just said Elias, but I guess it could be him.
Just try to keep an eye on Aster till we get there. Don't seem suspicious. Just let me know what's going on.
All right, don't look suspicious.
What's Aster doing at this moment as Polly has gone in the corner and is texting?
Aster's probably looking down at the sword. He's not used to having a physical hilt, at least one that isn't produced solely by his moat. So he's kind of looking down, and he takes a couple practice swings in an open area, and he feels faster. He feels stronger. I imagine he
Faster,
finally gets a look at himself at the mirror, and that's when things kind of wicked smile slowly fades down into a realization of something's different. And a toll's been paid, but he doesn't know how big that toll is.
With that, we will take our 10-minute break.
Ominous.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to our friends over at Pocket Bard for supplying all of these, not the ooze, but the other ominous sounds you've heard throughout this
Give us
episode.
a call, Pocket Bard. We'll be in your studio tomorrow.
They provide great sounds and music for you to use at your tabletop games at home. They are a mobile app that you can download and have access to a huge library of sound effects and music, all at your disposal to really liven up your games. We highly recommend them. So, thank you to our friends over there. They do that too. And we will be back in 10 minutes. See you in a little bit. Welcome back. Aster is feeling great. Everyone,
Don't look at him too hard.
everyone has had a great day today. Started off with a tense conversation between friends.
I discovered I shouldn't exist.
One of them is an anomaly. And Clementine's a little smarter. So
She got a big brain.
we find the crew all back on the ship after their big eventful day. Having learned that Scuttle seems to be connected to Timur somehow, and there is a cult somewhere in the world. What are you guys up to now as you re-enter the ship, we'll say?
I think on the way back to the ship, I was trying to do more research to see like if there's anything I can understand about like what kind of person Scuttle is, because my idea is, try to get close to him and figure out something to give me an advantage against Timur. So,
the most you're really able to find is his arrest records that were giving. They were. He was arrested for threats, battery, assault, running schemes, blackmail, that stuff. He didn't personally get his hands dirty, but he operated with people who did.
Okay. I walk in, I see Aster looking ominous as all get out, and I'm like, holy Heather and Sage, what happened to you?
Listen, I think there was a misunderstanding. I'm fine. In fact, I'm doing pretty good, actually.
You see what I'm talking about? It's weird. It's a little weird.
All is not well. Your condition seems to be worsening since the walls.
I don't think this is related to just the walls.
You should lie down.
I mean, I'm still a little banged up, so I gotta get some healing action going on. But again, this is a gift, and we just talked about how we need to stick together and we need to protect ourselves, and we're only going to do that if we keep getting stronger. And I'm feeling pretty strong right now.
Just so long as you stay healthy, I don't want that thing draining the life out of you. We don't know what kind of person Elizus is.
He has a cult, so it's a cult gift.
There is the Children of Elizus cult.
Huh.
Related to the same planet that the guy who's after me is from. He's some legendary, killer. What kind of luck do I have?
It's just hitting Clem. She's just realizing.
Fun fact, I may also be from the bad planet,
Well, from the
Oh,
moon.
that's great.
the moon of the bad planet,
Wait.
Karth.
So you're saying that there's a cult run by one of the guys who helped develop the engines for the ring, and they're researching this planet.
Well,
and Chip is made out of stuff from that planet.
so let me break it down. You were right about the cult. They are associated with Elizus, which we believe to be Dr. Elizus from the engine research, and they are associated with Karth. And then Timur is known as the Shadow of Karth. And I'm stressed. But Chip, the metal that he's made from, is from the desert moon of Karth, which is impossible to get out of. Like, they I don't understand it, and
My existence has become massively paradoxical in nature.
Okay.
yeah. That about
There
sums
is
it up.
some need for alarm.
Do you think that, I mean, if Chips develop these kind of magical powers, do you think that the same powers might be something that comes from Karth, if that's what
Oh,
the
God.
people who are creating the engines were looking into?
Does Timur have magic?
I'm gonna start wilting, I swear.
It's a lot to think about.
I preferred when we just did little jobs. You know?
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Well, so far your one lead is
Yeah.
Scuttle.
Anybody want to go to a nightclub?
This is part of business or pleasure?
It can be fun for you guys. I'm going there to try and get some information.
Business, got it.
Looking up, it is a public place, so you can just like look up the name of dancers, and it'll give you directions. It's about a 4-hour flight from where you are now to another lorry docking bay, and then from there it's about an hour walk to the club.
All right. On the way there, I forget how long it takes to restore HP. Would it be possible for any of us who need HP to restore some on the 4-hour flight?
Glad you asked. No. It takes 8 hours long rest to get 8
Right.
uninterrupted hours to get a HP back. Your stamina
Got it.
is back at full recovery. You should have all of your resolve points back.
Okay.
What you can do now, though, if anybody would like to, they can prep. You have a 4-hour flight. You can prep, and you can craft if you would like to craft anything.
Did we not get 8 hours?
You got 8 hours last night.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the day after the robot attack, so you don't get your full HP back. You get, it is your HP, your current level plus your modifier for your main ability of HP back,
Oh. That's not so bad.
plus whatever you got from your level up. Everybody leveled up, by the way.
Yeah.
So,
I think thinking about the possibility that Timur could have magic, I'm like, okay, maybe I need to try and prepare myself magically in case Scuttle in association with Timur has some kind of magic. So I'm gonna go over to Chip and be like, hey Chip, can you magic me up? And then, thank you, Scott. I'm going to exchange it for a wild magic roll.
I imagine Chip just extends his arm and just rubs the sides of your arms, really creating friction. Let me know when you feel it. Say when.
Okay.
give me a D100 roll, and then a D20 as well.
Okay. That is 88
Ooh.
That's good. That's high. That's B.
and a 5.
88 and a 5. Let me see. You Your strength is increased by 2 for 1 day.
Hey.
Today's the day, baby.
You see Clementine bulks a little bit.
The tiniest little muscles. My modifier for strength is now 0.
Let's go.
Hey!
Average.
Yeah!
Was it a -1?
By bulk, I mean
strength of
looks
8.
like a normal arm now.
Don't tense. You must relax.
Okay.
With that, you guys have about 4 hours. Does anybody want to do anything within this time?
I would like to. How bad off are you, dear friend? I'd like to do some field dressing
Sure.
on Aster since we've got the time.
I have about 30 HP right now. I didn't know if we were gonna get into.
Get ready to have
Items
just
or-
a little more.
Okay. Yeah.
If you guys want to craft or use any items, you could do that at this time.
I'll just do a little field dressing because that's going to be a D6 plus my intelligence, which is hard. So 10.
10
Roll on the dice, so 10. Not bad at all.
So
10 HP.
10 HP. Gotcha.
Yes,
So I'm at
yes.
40 right now, and then I will go into one of our shopping bags, and I'm just gonna pull out a simple Mark 1 serum.
Cool.
So I'll use that, and that'll be an extra D8 for 7. Okay,
Ooh.
excellent. So
Nice.
Aster kind of downs that, and once I've put the sword away, does anything with my moat or the light different since that? Okay.
No, you feel about the same.
Okay.
So you feel normal. You feel average, as if the same as when you grabbed it.
Okay.
I'm gonna take one of the balm bombs that was acquired on the shopping trip, and I'm gonna go to Gizmo and be like, hey, Gizmo, so they managed to buy one of these.
Ooh.
It like restores health. Do you think you could craft like another one? I've got 2 here, and I'm wanting to have 3.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could try.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
it'll take a sec. I'm doing some light surgery right now.
Okay.
For a second, but I'll do it right after.
Yep.
So crafting in this takes about 4 hours to craft, unless you have specializations from your class or theme. So you would have enough time to, if you're installing something, then you can finish that. Like that'll take a little bit of time, but then you can craft one of the bombs.
Okay.
It will take
Bomb.
Bomb.
I will say, because this is a combination of healing and technology, I will let you use either an engineering or a life science, or a physical science rather, check to try to craft the bomb.
I will do engineering.
Cool.
Okay, 9 plus 20. 29.
It's 29.
Hey.
You're able to craft one. We'll say Mark. What was the mark that you
It
showed
was
him?
just the basic, just Mark 1.
Mark 1. Okay, so you're able to craft another Mark 1.
Okay.
Would anybody else like to craft anything while we're doing this?
I'm not crafting, but I am going through the shopping bags, and Widget's doing surgery on me with me guiding, and we're just putting the synaptic accelerators in, just
Oh.
putting some little mods. Yeah, it's, you know,
You feel him like suturing, and then you hear it drills in.
it's like watching the camera from his view of my own head.
Good or bad?
Yeah, good.
Good.
I trust you.
Good. You're.
Yeah, it's like a nice flip. Usually I work on Widget, but sometimes Widget works on me.
I like change of pace.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take some powder in my room to like change the color of my flower, like cover up the blue with pink.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Very nice.
strong in pink.
Cool. As you have to take, there's 2 types of like interstates here. There's the one for cars, and there's the ones for ships that go out of orbit of the ring, and they have satellites that point you in the right direction to follow. You are able, Valia, you're piloting the ship, and you're able to get you guys there in time, in about 4 hours, and you find the coordinates for the hidden Lori loading bay. You land, you dock your bay, It does not charge you to do this. That is one of the amenities of doing highly illegal activities, is you can park there for free. And these are understood to be safe places for lorries to park and rest and do what they need to do. It's an unspoken code to not attack one another while in here.
Okay. Is this like a hangar, or is it more like a truck parking? Like, is there
It's
security?
like a hangar. It's
Okay.
closer to a hangar where there's like several, like, it's like floored bays of places for you to park. This was clearly an old shipping and distribution center. So it is a massive, massive building that is not surprising to have large ships come in and out of it. As you all park, Chip, what are you up to while this is all happening?
As we're parking the ship,
Yeah.
I think that I'm just sort of sitting quietly by myself, kind of scanning. I imagine it's not subtle though. He doesn't really have any understanding of that. Just like arms outstretched, just like scanning over all of his new software, new get-ups. I've spent one resolve point to immediately attune. After I think an hour, instead of 24 hours, the gimmick that I received. Just kind of scanning over, trying to get an understanding of just exactly what's happened.
As you attune to that, your hands are down, like at the table, like braced. As you're standing there staring at your hands, you see a small gem roll into view. And on there is also a small string with a tag written on it. And it said, "Forgot this," with a little smiley face, -J.
We're still flying, right?
Yep.
See, he's on board. Oh my god!
So that is part of. Would you like to explain your archetype that you have taken for this season?
Yes, I have thaumaturgic trigger, which boiled down lets me use spell gems and an arcane magazine to shoot spells out of my gun. So this is a gem for a spell called Furious Shriek. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's fancy.
That is from the Mystic spell list. So
Okay.
that is a unique spell that you would not have been able to cast on your own.
Oh. And it's just in a little gem?
It's in a little like crystal. It's like a elongated salt rock. It looks like, which just rolls over and lands in front of you. But if it's about this big total, about 3 inches.
I'll pick it up. And it's signed with the J again?
Yep.
And I'll kind of stash it. And then I'm going to go quickly scan around to see if anybody's on board the ship before I say anything.
You don't see anything. You see crewmates like normal, but you don't see a hooded man or a smiling light-skinned man.
Somewhere deep in the shadows of the ship, quietly, maybe where somebody could only softly hear, Chip holds the gem in private and goes, "Papa."
You don't get a response.
Okay.
With that, you guys land, and as you land, this bay is very different from the loading bay over on your side of the ring. This is much livelier. Massive concrete floors and walls also adorn this place, but this seems to be more of like a hub for people to come and buy illegal, not illegal things. There's a lot of vendors here. The place is probably about 1.5 miles long, and from where you are to the exit, there are dozens and dozens and dozens of small tents and shops that have popped up, all selling illegal goods, weapons, munitions, food. There's grills. You see people running around having fun. There's like small like pop-up bars that have popped in here, as string lights and lanterns are adorning the whole way. It is a very colorful and lively place where people are having fun and enjoying themselves on their off time here.
Well, just wanted to let you all know, I am going to have a different voice going when we're in there, just to be extra safe. I will not be Clementine. I will be Cherry.
Ooh.
And I might as well get into the voice. So I'll be Cherry.
All right. Sounds good, Cherry.
Thank you.
Do we all need code names?
No.
Ooh.
I
What? Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Okay,
Okay, you
okay.
do me.
Ooh. Roger? No.
Do I look like
That's
Roger?
the thing. You could be someone totally different now.
Really?
I mean, whatever you want to be.
I think your name should be Cheese It.
Cheese it, okay? What about Widget?
I hadn't got that far.
Do you want a name?
Of course.
Um,
Goldfish.
yes.
Yes. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Thank you. He bows.
And I'm Roger.
Okay. To confirm.
Yes.
Roger.
No, we should go over it again.
Roger.
Roger. Goldfish.
Cheese
Goldfish.
it. Goldfish.
Cheese
Cheese
it.
it.
Cheese it. Roger.
Roger.
What are you guys going with? Tough crowd.
Aster? Can I just be Aster?
Okay.
Registered.
Aster,
Yeah.
a.k.a. Aster.
I'm not sure I need a code name. I think.
But V? Just
Sure.
no,
Sure.
no. You don't have to. You don't have to.
If you want to, that's
No,
fine.
no, it's
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, it keeps it simple.
Tim
Sure.
C said in the chat, call Chip queso. Oh, that's so funny.
After getting code names assorted and figured out, you guys walk through this way more bustling area out into what is then a very harsh and cold, dark parking lot of this shipping factory. You see in the horizon bright lights flashing over the buildings that adorn this street. As you walk towards that way, it goes from darker, kind of quieter neighborhood where you just see people passing every now and then to very loud and bright, busy, bustling city street. Neon lights flash advertisements, names of businesses. There's no street lights here at all. It is well lit from just these signs alone. The street is shut down. There's no cars driving on these. It is instead just more sidewalk for people. And on the actual sidewalks are lines to get into clubs and bars and odd little shops for you to get into. You see people laughing, having fun. They are clearly drunk. They're clearly high. They're clearly just having a good time with all of their friends. Groups of people walk with each other and are loudly talking. People on the corner asking if people are having a good night and if they want to make their night even better. You see people asleep in alleyways trying to come off of whatever they've drank in that night. After walking down the street for a bit of time, you get to a big black building with no windows, and above it, in bright blue neon, in a cursive font, says dancers. Outside is a Vesk woman sitting on a small stool in front of what looks like there is a velvet rope to form a line with nobody standing in there, and she's just sitting in front of it.
I'm just gonna walk forward.
She doesn't say anything.
Oh, I'm going in. Chip, I imagine, is you just see like his little, like the reflection of the sign in his lens. As it just opens all the way up the aperture. It's beautiful. Yes. And I'm gonna walk inside.
She just nods. She doesn't say anything.
I follow.
Everyone follows in. She does not do anything to stop any of you. As
There's nobody else around the building. Nobody.
Make me a perception check.
Could I also?
Yeah.
8 for 24.
Big boy perception.
That's a 17 on the die.
No.
No. Let's see.
No.
That's
Not as big of a boy.
29.
Okay.
22.
Both of you see that there's nobody like with weapons or anything. There's like some people who are just talking, hanging out. There's some people who are just clearly drunk and trying to kind of sober up a bit, just standing around, but nobody threatening or trying to attack. As you all walk in, you see immediately in front of you, about 20, 30 feet, is the dance floor. And there are bright squares flashing multiple colors. On the right-hand side is a DJ with headphones on, and he's got 4 arms, and he's just bumping along with it. He is vibing, having fun. On your left and right are several tables with booths and chairs. So right in front of the dance floor are more tables and high-top chairs. Next to them is a bar where you see 2 bartenders furiously and very focused trying to get everybody their drinks as they're all getting flagged down and pulled away from one another. The next thing you notice, those are the bartenders. The next thing you notice is as you walk in, it just smells. It smells like alcohol. It smells like smoke. It smells like sweat. You can just feel the adrenaline in the room. Behind the dance floor, next to the bar, you see one unmarked door with a Vesk woman, another Vesk woman standing in front of it. You see one door that says staff only, and you see a sign that just says restrooms.
I'm gonna go up to that Vesk lady and be like, "Hello, is Scuttle here today?
Scuttle,
The owner of the business?
he's not in right now.
Will he be here later?
Maybe.
Well, I was hoping to get to speak with him
What about?
about a business proposition.
Make a bluff check.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is a 14 on the die plus 16, even 30.
Even 30.
Gosh.
She goes, okay. Go and have fun, enjoy yourself, and we'll get contact set up soon here.
All right, thank you.
What's everyone doing? in
The dance
club?
floor. Baby, yes! I was so glad you asked.
What's Chip doing in the dance floor?
Oh,
what
good
moves
question.
Is he pulling?
He only knows a couple so far. But you know that the walk around spin is coming out.
Yep. Does he do a flip?
I imagine as he's sort of like warming up and like starts to look around at what other people are doing and starts to kind of try and like imitate a little bit. And as people are getting fancier, he's gonna be like, watch this, and I'm gonna try it.
Do the acrobatics check.
Okay, it's a little better.
Rolling like a life depends on it.
It's a 13 on the die.
Okay.
That's a 16.
A 16. You're able, with practice, you have been able to get better at it. You're able to do the full flip, but the land is a little shaky. But even at that, you
Can
see.
I like slide down like into a split or something? Can I play it off?
If you want to give me another acrobatics
Yes.
check.
Oh my gosh, I can't have a shaky landing. This isn't as hard as the other one.
Go ahead. What was it?
It's a 9 on the die, so it's a 12.
You feel the shake, and you're like, I know what to do. Splits. And as you go to split, you have an error with the new software within you that just bugs out. And instead of one leg going forward, one leg going back, they both go forward, and you just plop on your butt.
No.
And you see people will be like, yeah, and then you plop down. They go, okay.
No, okay, can I try and play that off?
Give me a bluff check, and this will be difficult.
Do you know like what a coffee grinder is, where like you swing your leg?
Yeah,
around?
no, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a big.
I'll try to aid and also just like go on my butt and like do like a breakdancing move.
You're a real one. What's okay? A bluff?
If you want to aid, you can aid with that. Hang on, he's got to do the
That
aid
is
first.
slightly better than.
Well, no, for you, I'll use the hero point.
That's the second time that somebody has tried to aid a flip situation and rolled a nat 1.
No, this is with Scott. Thank you, Scott. We're just gonna come in and also cover me, covering you.
Give me another roll.
Better. 9.
This is so important. You
9.
have no idea.
9 plus 7 is 16.
I'll say you get a +1.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
Woo! A +6 to my blood.
I thought that was a 1.
It's a 7.
+6.
+6 is 13.
Okay.
Which is above average, and it's dark in here, and
You
people
go-
might be intoxicated.
You go to coffee grind and you get around. Your legs swing around the first arm, but you're not quite able to like switch arms to be able to like go around them, and you just slam into your arm and your head goes. And now you're fully fetal positioned on the ground.
So can I transfer?
I would say the people now, after seeing that, I go, oh.
I lost their attention.
And they just turn away.
No!
I go back to dancing.
No! No!
I love the subtlety we're having.
Operatives. Secret operatives. What's everyone else
I'm
up
gonna
to?
crawl to the edge of the dance floor and leave.
Volley is probably gonna get a drink from the bar, probably like a cocktail of some kind.
The bartender goes, what you want, honey?
I wasn't expecting a name. I was just thinking of the descriptions.
Huh? I didn't hear that.
A space old fashioned.
Space old fashioned, got it. She goes back, and several people try grabbing at her, and she's just batting them away. She pours you the drinks, mixes them up, and gives them to you, and she goes, "Here you go, $12.
All right, here's some credits.
The credits, thank you." She takes them, and she walks away to the next person.
Okay. I'm not gonna really, not really gonna drink much of it. Mostly just kind of holding it to blend in a little bit more. Probably gonna kind of go find a nice shadowy side to observe what's going on here. While they're drawing the attention of the dance floor, is there anybody who looks like stereotypically not enjoying the whole place, is just kind of like standing around being suspicious?
Give me a sense motive on just like the room in general.
Kind of what you're doing.
kind of brooding in the corner.
I've got a drink in my hand. I'm acting normal. That's a 13 for, what was it, sense motive?
Yep.
23.
Everyone's having fun, dancing, grooving, feeling it, or they're just drinking and talking with their friends in a corner.
I take a sip.
Constitution.
Fortitude save.
It's a curly straw. It's a silly one. What's Aster up to?
I imagine I'd be posted up next to Cherry. Just kind of, Astor is 1,000% the person that Valia sees posted up, not enjoying themselves necessarily. And I imagine the light, as it's kind of dark and lights flashing, there's one consistent mote light shining down on Astor as he's next to Cherry and goes, "So, Cherry,
Yes.
what's the plan when we meet with this guy?"
I'll try to find information about him. See if he can give me any information about Timur. And well, I'll hope that things don't go south. But in case they do, you know, you probably won't be going in with me, but stay nearby. And honestly, so much of this is winging it that I don't have a whole lot of plan.
Same as usual. Got it.
As you say that, the DJ at the top goes, "All right, party people!" Everyone in the crowd goes, "Woo!" And they go, somebody wants to meet Scuttle! And lights flash on to each one of you, wherever you're standing. A spotlight gets on.
Oh boy.
And then he goes, you know what that means? And the doors to the front close. And he goes, come on to the dance floor, all 5 of you.
Okay.
Lead the way, Cherry.
No, this is like a Dance Dance Revolution fight.
What is the rest of the crowd doing?
The rest of them are going, yo, 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 and they're moving off the dance floor.
Okay. Oh, we're coming.
Yeah.
We're coming.
Technically sex.
Oh, Sarah, even better! As the 6 of you get onto this dance floor, he goes, all right, you know what it means to meet with Scuttle, everybody. You have to best our best men. And you see 6 other men join in front of you guys, and they're all standing about 10 feet from you. They're all you're looking firmly at you. And he goes, best them and die! And Angel goes, yeah!
Master was fully reaching for his moat. And woo!
Oh my gosh, yes!
Your
You
years
see
of training.
The five men in front of you from behind them pull out baseball caps and they put them on backwards. And they have visors on. And they just the DJ goes, all right, party people, you know how this works. And then he explains it universe. Out of universe, I'll explain this game. How this will work. You both, you all and them are going to have DC 17. That is the starting DC. There will be 3 rounds. If you pass, and whenever you pass around, your DC goes up by 2. Whenever you fail around, your DC goes down by 2. Each round, you will do a separate check. If you pass that check, then your DC will go up. There will be 3 rounds, and finally a final one, culminating in the full dance-off. You have to beat whatever their final DC is in order to win this dance-off.
Okay.
If you lose one of the rounds, you are out, and you have to step to the side of the dance round of the ring. But while you're out, you can help your teammates by either trying to buff them some way or debuff the opponents. I will leave that up to you on how you want to do that, whether it's by doing something in the actual crowd or have an ability that you have. Any questions? All right. Both of you currently, DC 17. It's possible the highest DC you can get is 23. The lowest is 11. So you are trying to win as much as you can against them.
Please act rational. Can't we just have a gunfight?
I can't hear you as he pumps up the music. We are now in round 1. Your guys' DC is 17. Their DC is 17. Round 1. You will need to do a sense motive to size up your opponent with a DC 23 to beat this.
So do we all roll this?
You all roll this individually. This is for each of you.
What check?
Sense motive.
Sense motive.
Sense
You are
motive,
trying to
sense
size them up, see how good they are.
Okay. Okay.
Whoa! That was a good catch.
No.
Bad roll though.
What does everybody get?
21?
21,
22 total.
22,
11.
11,
15 on the die, 29.
29,
13 on the die, 21.
21. In round 1, all of you, except Chip, are standing there in utter confusion as the lights and the smoke begin to emanate, adding more. You see Chip is being able to utilize what he's learned and cut loose. As you're admiring this, all 4 of you see your opponent go up and start boogieing a little bit before you, and the crowd boos all 4 of you off of the dance floor.
What?
It is now single-handedly up to Chip.
Stop!
One of you
No!
needs to win this to get the whole thing.
Hang on. I'm confused. So Gizmo got a lower roll than Chip.
Chip
And-
got 29.
I got 29.
You got a 29. Oh my god, never mind.
What was the DC 17 part?
Yeah.
DC 17, I'm sorry, let me explain this again. at the end when you do the final round, you're determining the DC for that by doing this.
Oh, the start for the final round is at
Yes.
17.
Yes.
So now because ours is at 19.
Yours, yes. Your DC's
What
gone
they're
up to
gonna have to
19.
make.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was the DC for that check?
23.
Oh.
You guys missed it by a couple.
Oh.
You guys were very close. Now what you can do, however, is while you're in the crowd, if you want to buff Chip or debuff everyone else, you can.
Oh my gosh.
So I am going to debuff by shouting at one of the other guys, your pants are falling down, watch out!
He goes, huh? Give me a bluff check, I'll say.
Heck yeah.
Okay, that's 8 on the die plus 16, so that's 24.
With 24, you see he is confused and goes to try to pat his pants back up, realizing that he has another pair of shorts on underneath it, so it doesn't even matter that his pants are gone. And at that,
Double pants.
he stops dancing to do that, and the crowd boos him off and he leaves.
Yeah, dude.
So they will have a -2 to this next check. Is there anything else anybody else would like to do?
Can I kind of, in my dancing, sort of disguise it? Like maybe I'm putting my hands on my hips or something.
Yeah.
And when I put it in, it just goes, can I just boost myself with a little bit of a biohack here?
Yeah.
Nice. That's a +2 to skill checks biohack.
Oh, very nice.
Half and a half. I'll just juice myself up.
So go ahead.
Valia wants to just like use the whole angsty kid vibe who doesn't want to be on the dance floor to try to just cast shade on the entire opposite team. And just kind of try to like intimidate them.
Okay, yeah, give me an intimidation check.
I want to re-roll this
Go ahead.
Hey!
because I
Scott!
originally I realized I've got like a drink in my hand. I'm not looking very intimidating. I throw the drink to the side. It's one better.
Let's go!
A 4. And then an intimidate. So 17.
17.
I have on improved intimidate. What does that do again? Got a thing there.
Hang on, let's see. This
Yeah,
could matter.
hold on. This could do something.
Listen to the
If
music.
I remember where I put it.
I did a little doodle of Chip doing the splits.
Oh my gosh.
There's sparkles all around.
Yes. He's living his dream right now, dude.
Oh no, it's just a
man.
move action. Okay.
He was
Yeah.
born to
All right,
DDR.
17 total. 17, they see that, and you see the Vesp woman standing in front of the door go, hey! Don't do that!
Do what?
So pick up the glass!
I grab a rag and clean it up.
Well, I do that.
Alright, anybody else would try to buff or debuff?
I'm gonna distracting hack. I'm just gonna like make their like phones play like their loud ringtones and throw them off rhythm.
One of them's like the chicken dance.
Yes.
No, dude, no.
Okay.
I
so-
did not make these DCs hard for you.
Well,
guys.
it's probably computers. 1 plus 18, but it is still a 1.
Yeah, no, you try and your phone goes off loudly. And everybody in the crowd looks at you angry.
Oh.
Text my mom.
How you been, honey?
I'm doing great. Just send a video of Chip dancing.
Oh my goodness!
Really cutting the rug.
Esther?
While Valio is going for the more angsty kid vibe, Aster's gone through something lately. He is just wordlessly, kind of as they get glimpses of Aster, they're like, oh, there's just this weird glowing guy. But then they realize that I haven't stopped looking at them. And not in admiration.
Oh my gosh.
They get the idea that there's something more on the line than meeting Scuttle.
You try to
My
intimidate them?
sleep
Yes.
paralysis
Go ahead.
demon looks like it's like a horror movie where you hear the sting
Like
as
as
the camera pans.
the lights kind of flash, it goes from Aster fully lit to when the light gets off him, it just shadow from his mode. Yeah, I like to intimidate.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I am. Ooh, my friend Colby coming in clutch. My friend Colby with the hero point.
That was a 2.
Yes.
Jeez, guys.
No.
That's still a 2.
Okay, hang on. I have a thing.
Okay.
So I have comedic timing. When I or an ally are about to fail a diplomacy, bluff, or intimidate check, I can try to play it off. Hang on. Comedic timing. I can.
Try to blow it up as a joke, right?
Yeah, I play it off as a joke, and you get to re-roll.
Okay.
Go
so
Nice, dude.
A third
That
shot.
is so nice.
Yeah.
Okay, that is marginally better. That is a 9 plus now an 8 for 17, but I get to add a little friendly D6 onto this.
Let's go.
For my
Ooh.
sidereal influence from being a Solarian. That's a 2, so 19 total.
19. I'll say with a 19, with the light passing over you, you see one of them like stop and freeze for a moment. And the moment he freezes, use your boom as he gets pulled off the dance floor, leaving 3 other guys remaining.
Okay.
So
There's 3 guys.
with that, you now for round 2,
3v1.
you need to make an intimidation check.
No.
The DC has dropped a good chunk since then. It is now a DC 21 to beat it.
Plus 0.
Okay, so it's nat 20 or nothing.
You net.
So now I have the plus 2 to skill check.
Give a plus 2 skill check.
So I could make it on a
correction.
19 or a
19 or
20.
nothing.
You gave a plus 2 as well from.
I gave a minus to the other ones.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. They tried giving. Okay. So there you go.
So I'll make it on a 19 or 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. No, get back. I'm nervous.
Oh.
It's a 10. It's a 10.
Oh. With a 10 out of 12, you start dancing, and they are just able to dance circles around
Wait,
you.
they need to do a check.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on.
I
Oh,
didn't
it's
give
supposed
them
to technically
debuffs
a
for
12,
nothing.
but
Yeah. Let me try.
because I did juice.
With a 17 on the die.
Oh no.
They are dancing circles around you as they just begin boogieing, and you feel overwhelmed by all of this sheer groove and passion within it.
No, there's so much passion and groove.
And as that happens, you begin to slow down in fear, and the crowd boos you off.
No. My moment in the sun.
Quick, do a flip.
Okay.
If you do a really good flip, I'll
let me back on the
I'll let you
dance
back
floor?
in. Yeah.
Help him do a flip.
No. All right. Okay, here we go. Okay.
Here we go.
That's a 14 on the die, so it's a 17 to flip. Wait, no.
Oh.
Plus 2 from my skill checks. It's a 19 to flip.
It's a 19
It's a 19 to
to-
flip. Woo! 19 to flip.
19 to-
19
19
to
and
Okay,
flip.
here's what I'll say. With a 19 to flip, because I want this. Because I really want this. A 19, but it's still not great. So you will you will land and you will feel the wobble again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll for the crowd, and I will see if that is enough to buy them back. With a 17 on the die, the audience goes nuts. You land the flip, and
Back in, baby.
you hear a woman on the side just go, he was charging up the flip. That's what he was doing. And
I
then
look at her and I go, "You're my muse."
she freaks out. With that,
Oh my
you've managed to, by the skin of your teeth, beat round 2. We enter
Ah!
round 3.
Okay.
DC to beat you now is you are at a 19 to try to beat this. Or no, actually, you will be at a 19 because you technically failed that
So
round but
let's-
saved it. So that is your total at the end. They will have to try to beat. For you, round 3 is an acrobatics check to see how truly flexible you feel
Okay.
today.
Okay.
Does anybody want to buff or debuff?
I'm gonna buff. I'm gonna like step back a little bit so people don't notice me, and then in my normal voice so people don't associate it with me, I'm gonna be like, Roger, Roger, Roger. And start the crowd cheering you.
See, Chip looks confused for a second, and then it's like, oh, that's my name.
Dude, give me a sense motive to get the crowd to try to get you
Okay.
join with you.
Come on. Oh, okay. 19 on the die plus 12, 31.
Yeah, with 31, you get a +2 to this
Yes.
next roll. As the crowd is cheering you on and is rooting for you. You, the underdog. As you lost them, you got them back.
I got him.
Anyone else?
Valia, is, as she's gonna kind of walk around to the other side, and as she's walking, her appearance is gonna change. It kind of shimmer to look like one of the other the dancers on the opposing team, using disguise self, we're gonna try
Challenger
to
approaches.
just kind of sneak up onto the dance floor and then just dance badly.
Distract from this.
Try to make it look like I'm one of their
She's
team
undercover.
members. And,
Try to trip one of them.
yeah,
Let me see. That will
infiltrate
be.
their team.
Yes.
I'm gonna say bluff. I'll say it's a bluff check because you're diverting their attention.
Okay.
Do it. I believe in you.
No, it's a 14.
Total.
Yep, that's a 2 on the die. For
Oh my
14.
gosh.
You just hear a very large buff man go, "No!" Flings a fist at you as you just get shoved off of the dance floor.
This is why I don't
my
like
gosh.
dancing.
What are you two up to help?
We both have our green visors on, me and she's it and Goldfish. We're dressed as bookies. We have a little green visors, and we're going around. We have like a whole gambling thing running. Big money on the underdog Roger, and very low bets on the rival team. And we're buffing up Chip some more.
Okay. What would that be? You are give me a boo 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 boo. I guess a bluff as well.
Okay.
I'll say that or disguise.
Because you're in your alter egos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I have nothing in disguise. I will do bluff.
Go for it then.
Widget has good bluff. So 15 plus 13 is 28.
Yeah, with the 28, the people are like, ooh, let me hang on. they pull out their credits and they go, here you go.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You get another +2, so that's a +4 total.
+4. Okay, that's getting much better.
Aster?
Can I can't physically be. I can't dance anymore. I've lost my
You've lost
my
it.
right of dance.
Right, and you saw what happened when somebody else tried.
Oh gosh,
could
they
I-
hate that.
So Chip is having to rely on their acrobatics, and we have a history of trying acrobatics and failing. I'd like a redemption this time. I want to try and help Chip with a launch of sorts to try and propel their acrobatic accoutrement.
Okay, so you'll want to stand like on the side of the crowd here to like prep him. Like
Yes.
you have your hands down low.
Yeah.
Okay, give me an acrobatics as well.
Okay, I was hoping you were
Okay, you're hoping for what was it? To what?
I was hoping athletics.
Oh, I'll give you athletics. No, I'll
Okay,
give you that.
Thank God, please. Okay, that's a 2 on the die plus 15 for a 17 total.
17. I don't think that's gonna quite cut it. You aren't able to get Chip's attention by where
I'm
you're
lost
standing
in
at.
the beat.
Even with the moat, the light seems to be kind of shining perfectly on you, so it's not quite catching. So with that, Chip, you have +4 +6
Okay.
with your thing, right?
Yes. Can I try and do anything to them, or I'm on thin ice?
You
I'm on
can't
thin
do it.
ice.
Yeah, you're at a dance.
Okay, I gotta dance.
DC
Okay.
23 acrobatics.
+2 for me, +4, +6, and then my modifier. So I'll have a +9. And I need a 23.
23.
Okay,
Yeah, so 14.
let's do it. 17 on the die.
Yes.
26.
What is the move you pull?
I imagine I imagine that Chip, with the 3 dancers around him, fluidly begins a samba as he weaves in and out of them. He starts grabbing their hands and he spins them around, and then he like launches them to the other side of the floor. They're out of control. And then he just starts bussing it down.
As you're doing that, you launch 2 of them. They are just gone completely from this, and it is only you and one other man as he is breakdancing like you've never seen before. He is spinning on his head. It is a beautiful sight to see. You are now in the final round. Mm-hmm. You have to beat a DC 19.
Okay.
It is another, I will say it can either be an acrobatics check, an athletics check, or let me see here.
Keep going.
Or a culture check.
Okay, that's culture. That's intelligence based.
If anyone would like to try to buff Chip one last time,
yes.
they will also be making a roll this turn to try to beat your DC that you have set now at 22 or 21 is your DC. They have to try to beat it.
I am gonna try to like sneak over to like some of the people manning the lights and try to convince.
What I wanted to do.
I'm sorry. You could do the opposite. You could debuff
Well, I don't
them.
actually know what you're gonna do. Just
Oh,
try.
okay.
Just,
Here's what I'm going to say real quick.
Yes.
Is you see, as you look around, there's nobody controlling the lights. It seems to be the DJ. That
Okay.
He has the whole setup there and a little light board that he's hitting.
Okay.
He's using all 4 of his arms to control all of that.
I'm gonna whisper to Gizmo before I try a different thing. Try and hack the lights, make them go on Chip and off them.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna
That is what you were gonna do.
The turn away.
do something else.
and then
Valia and Clem have been doing space adventures for too long.
I'm gonna grab some glitter off the floor and just like throw it to like shower sparkles around Chip.
Beautiful. Give me. I will say that will either be I would say that's a disguise check again.
Okay. Is there maybe anything else?
No.
All right. I believe in you, Dice. You've been doing great. I love you. You're awesome. You can do
This
this.
has worked really well last time.
Okay. Hopefully this works. 13 on the die plus 4.
17. You guys love rolling 17.
I've seen a lot of 17s.
At 17, you throw it in there, and it looks great for a second, but it just kind of slowly fades, and you see a lot of it was kind of dirt. Anyone else?
I'll do the
lights?
captain's orders.
Give me a computers check.
Okay. All right. So that's 12 plus 18, 30.
Oh, come on.
30. Okay. You get a +2 to the roll.
Yes.
As the lights.
Yeah.
You are making it like it's a beautiful light show of the lights are changing colors, and as they change, one solid light goes on the Chip. As they're changing, another solid light goes on the Chip, and they're just doing that as it all lands on Chip in the center.
Oh my gosh.
So, as I was walking over, I'm gonna try to hack the lighting equipment. I see Gizmo get there just before me and do the exact same thing. I'm like, oh, okay then. So instead, the lighting, like the DJ equipment's still like not super elevated. Like how?
It's like it's on like it's like 10 feet up. It's like there's the dance floor, and then there's like a 10-foot little small stage that they built there, and then his stuff is on top of it. So in total, if you're standing at the base of it, he's probably about 15 to 17 feet above you.
That went a lot higher.
He's about a 5 foot tall man. So
would it be possible to like stealth up to that area, or is it kind of closed off?
it would be possible to stealth up. Yeah.
Okay. What I wanted to do was to try to just mess with the sound equipment when the other guy is dancing, just to like, even if it just throws the beat off a little bit.
Sure.
Just to kind of shake him.
Yeah, make me a stealth saving throw, or stealth check rather. Stealth saving throw. That's ridiculous.
Oh no!
Dude.
It's another 2, but that's
my
a total of a dirty 20.
With the dirty 20, you are able to get up there and
I
as
fumble and it looks like this noise is going off, but it's so
Music is
loud
loud,
already
yeah.
that
as you get up there, you see there's like a moment where Chip steps back to let the other guy go up and dance, and as he goes up to dance, he's expecting the beat to go one way, and then you just go, and it throws him off completely, and he stumbles, but he's able to recover. 11 -2. Aster.
Okay, so I imagine after having tried to assist Chip, going back to almost the staring down strategy, I'm gonna get kind of in this, not step on the stage, but try and catch the eyes of the opponents and maybe even the crowd. Aster is going to make his moat shine a little brighter. He's going to grab his Solarian crystal, and he's going to start to fly up into the air, put the crystal in his moat,
No way!
and start spinning around. As his very own Solarian disco ball.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh!
Give me. You're gonna get it with advantage, whatever it is. Give me a culture check.
That's not great.
You have advantage though.
Okay. Culture. Oh, goodness. Help me out.
It's far out. We'll grab it later.
Okay. One of them was a 10. The other one was an 18.
Ooh. 18. Do you add anything to that?
No.
With an 18, you know what? It's not a 17. So with an 18, you get up there, and everyone is really confused. And you see a couple of the other dancers are like kind of pissed. They're like, "What is he doing? He's stealing the spotlight." And as the light hits and you start spinning, all of them go. They cheer as it sparkles onto Chip even harder. Chip, you have a plus. I think it's +4 to it, and then they will get a -2 to this roll as well.
A +4? Okay.
Yes.
Then plus my. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
We'll do a roll. Ready?
Yep.
Ooh. What'd you get?
18 on the die, which with my now +19 from my friends brings me up to a whopping 37.
Yep.
If only there were critical successes in this game. But with a 4 on the dice, this guy gets blinded by the lights from you, the disco ball, and the music just messing up completely. He face plants down on the ground as Chip, you have successfully pulled off the coffee grinder.
I teabag him.
They all cheer. Yes! And the DJ goes, "Alrighty!" And they all clap and they go, "Those are them! Scandal awaits you!" As you see the Vesk woman in the back opens the door and gestures you all inside.
Oh my gosh!
You really clinched it there. Like, I'm whispering in my normal voice. You really clinched it there.
I found my calling.
You only had 2 dance lessons?
I have a talent. So, Miss Daisy says she will be pleased.
It's the out of breath, even though you don't breathe. It's really getting me.
Just makes me think of the, like, take a deep breath, and then you were like,
Did someone get a video?
Oh yeah,
Yes!
it's recorded.
You need to casually show that to Pepper later. Bring it up in conversation.
We'll build out your reel. You'll have a whole dance.
Oh my gosh!
You want want to share it on MySpace?
MySpace?
Space MySpace.
Capital S.
It's Space MySpace. Yes.
Space.
It's just space.
As you all
Space.
as you all walk into this back office, it is very tiny. It is. You are all kind of shoulder to shoulder in here. You see 2 chairs in front of a desk. It is a dirtier office with filing cabinets and a wooden desk that doesn't seem to be made out of like real wood. It's definitely just like printed wood patterns onto this like plastic material.
I feel like I'm there.
Shit, no, it's real wood, dude. We have really high budgets for that here. Okay, we got big table budgets. So
The walls behind us, totally real wood.
yeah, that's a real black hole behind Kevin. Okay, it took
We
so
paid
much.
a lot of money for
White
that.
knuckled onto the chair.
We put Kevin through 0G training for like 10 years.
Oh, that one almost killed me.
Oh man.
Woo! You walk into this very serious room, and behind the desk, you see Scuttle. He's a white Yosoki man. He has a hard light hat on, and he is flipping through a large book, and whoever's closest to him, whoever we think would be closest to him, make me a perception check.
Okay. They have to give encouragement to the dice.
They've
They're
become more
working so
important
hard.
recently.
That's what I'm doing wrong.
Okay.
You guys are kissing
So-
your dice, dude.
You said perception?
Yep.
Okay. So that is a 15 on the die plus 2, 27.
27. Yeah, you're able to see that this is a book, like a finance book, but it's about who owes him money. He is a loan shark. Is the immediate energy you're picking up from this.
Okay.
As you walk in and you see that he closes the book and he goes, nice to see you all. How you all doing today?
Doing real fine. How are you doing?
Pretty great after watching all of this amazing dancing from your robot,
Yes. Isn't he fantastic? This is Roger.
Roger.
Yes.
That's fine dancing out there, Roger.
Thank you.
Did you program that yourself, or did one of you program him? How did he do that?
I was born this way.
You say weird stuff, and I like that. He goes, so, I heard you have a proposition for me.
Yes. I actually was wanting to know a little bit more information from you, if possible, before I get into it.
Depends on what you want to know.
I hear you're friends with someone pretty well known.
Well, I'm friends with lots of people around this part. What is your name, by the way?
Oh, I'm Cherry Bloom.
Cherry Bloom.
Lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Cherry. Cherry, I know many people in these parts. If you want to get in contact with somebody, it costs you some money, but I can find them.
So, can you tell me what you know about the Shadow of Karth?
That he leans back. He goes, not many people know about Timur.
Well, I've heard stories.
What business do you have with Timur?
I was actually wanting to hire him to find someone for me.
And he leans back up. He goes, okay. You've come to the right place then. I act as a sort of broker for him. I supply him jobs, and I'm his middleman, if you will.
All right. Has anyone else been hiring him lately?
Confidentiality. Can't talk.
Oh, understandable.
If I tell you, I can't tell other people, and that ruins the whole business.
Can we tell if he's like actually the middleman, or just kind of things seem more prominent than he is?
Yeah, give me a sense motive check. Kiss the dice.
Please, dice. I need something better.
There it is.
Gotta believe in him and love him. Hey!
It works.
That's a 16. What was it? Sense motive?
Yep.
Plus 10, 26.
26, he is telling the truth. At the very least, he believes it, but he is telling the truth. Everything he knows about that.
Is there somewhere that I could find him to talk to him?
He does not. You don't find him. He finds you. You find me, and I tell him, and then he'll find you. Or he'll find whoever you want. You don't even have to meet him.
So he finds us to help her find someone else. Then he finds you again, and then you find us.
No. What was your name, by the way?
You can call me V.
V. Lovely to meet you. V, that's silly. Listen. You come to me. You give me the job. I pass the job on to him. If he feels the need to meet with you about this job, he will go and meet with you. Otherwise, he completes the job, tells me, we get the money, we sort it that way.
Well, there's a lot of secrecy involved in this particular case. I would actually need to meet with him face to face to give him the details.
Man, that's not how this works. I don't even decide that. He decides that.
Maybe tell him that I'm willing to pay 100,000 credits.
He nods. He starts rubbing his hands together. And he goes, okay. I don't know where he is. I do not know where his base is. The most I know is he has a base somewhere secluded off-ring. I've worked with this man for years and years and years. That is the most he's ever told me. So, he's not... You can't meet him somewhere. He will not meet somewhere on somebody else's terms. He would much rather figure out the best time to meet you for secrecy's sake. And he'll make his appearance known when he wants.
It's rather difficult to put the ball in his court if I'm the one hiring him.
That's the rules. If you don't want him, you don't have to take him.
Do you know anyone else who works with him, perhaps?
Just me.
Oh, does he meet with you often?
Sometimes, not often. Mostly over text and phone call, and when I wire him the money.
All right. Give me just a moment. I need to communicate with some others. And I am going to, in the group chat, text Gizmo. Can you try to hack his computer secretly to see if we can find out more Timur information?
You hear 5 little vibrations going.
Do we need to roll bluff checks if we turned our
You know what?
notifications
He'll roll
off?
he'll roll a perception check. He's chilling. Big vibes over there.
Just a gotcha sunglasses emoji.
So I'm just gonna continue conversation, asking what some of the most interesting challenges he's seen Timur overcome, to try and see if it's necessarily worth this difficult hassle of negotiation.
He'll say, I don't know much about the jobs he takes. People come here, say they want somebody killed, say they want somebody found, both. He gets it done. What I know is he's good. And there have been times where people have said that they have seen him dead on the ground, and he will still get the job done. I've heard from reputable sources that he dies, and then 2 days later, he'll walk into my office. So, the most I can tell you is that he gets the job done, and he's thorough, and he's yet to have lost a job.
Would it be possible to pay him to drop a case?
I don't believe so. He has a lot of pride in his work and his honor. He likes to see a job through. Sometimes he'll stop and take another case and pause the case, but not always.
How'd you come to be trusted enough by him to be his middleman?
We used to be friends. We used to work together. Then we changed career paths. Didn't talk for a while. Then he changed career paths again, and asked me to. He saw my arrest records, knew I knew people, and asked me to become the man for him.
What if I needed him to find someone who's lost in the drift?
I'll ask him. He's not opposed to turning down jobs. I'll tell you that. But if you have good enough clues and leads, you might be able to.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I'll be doing I have a remote hack that I could do.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, while they're talking, you say you can do this.
Okay, 18 plus 18, so 36.
36.
Getting
Yeah.
in, you see that this is just a security camera, and that's how he was able to see the dance battle from his office.
I just texted you like, got great footage of Roger. Got some angles gonna be really great for the reel.
CCTV.
And he'll start standing up a bit, and he'll go, "It has been lovely talking to you all. I do have some other business I must attend to, so
Do they
please."
have to do a dance battle to see you as well?
No, I like your cut though. Listen, give me your contact info. I'll reach out to Tim or see what I can find.
I give like a burner phone number.
He takes that and he goes, "Excellent. Now, I will ask you all to kindly please leave the office, and I will get in contact when I can. Thank you."
By the way,
Thank you.
one last thing. How'd you come up with the name Dancers?
It came to me in a dream.
Thank you so much for your time.
And bring the guard out in here too when you leave, please.
Oh, okay. Can I do? Do I get any like raised red flags from that?
If you want to give me a sense motive.
All right, come on. I believe in you, dice. I love you. Mwah. Okay. 22 total.
The 22 total. It's not awesome that he's doing that, but it does. You didn't do anything that you could think of that would set off an alarm.
Okay. I shoot a quick glance around the room as I'm like turning to exit. Do I see any cameras in here?
No cameras in there.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll speak with you in the future, I guess.
Sounds good. Pleasure
Thank
doing
you.
business.
Yes. And we leave. I want to try and like misdirect the guard by like kind of implying that she's gonna get fired or something. Like just
Sure, yeah.
just like boss wants to see you. I don't know about you.
Do a bluff. She'll do a sense motive.
You're doing awesome, dice. Okay, so that's 2 16s, 32.
She'll. Oh, okay. Thank you. And as you all leave, she'll close the door behind.
Okay.
You notice it is soundproof. You don't hear them talking at all. As the door
Go.
closes.
I'm also gonna whisper to Gizmo, is there any way that you can erase that footage from their files?
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, I still have a line. I still have an open session.
Yeah. Give me another computer's check. This will be a pretty easy one.
10 plus 18, 28.
With 28, yeah, you're able to delete like the last hour or so.
Let's leave.
Let's go.
As we're exiting the office, I just would like to sort of covertly, I'll be the last one out of the, I'll kind of hold the door open for everybody as we're seeing them out, and I'll open the door and hold the door for the guard coming in, and then as I'm leaving, I just want to touch, just like, you know, like where the little thing would come out that would close the door, just right there on that pad, and I'm gonna cast Adhere. So that when the door closes, it will be magically sealed with a molecular bond.
Whoa.
If they should try to open it, come see me about some strength checks.
You
But
do that.
just in case, a little extra time. Chip's gonna kind of like, oops.
As you do that, the door closes behind you, and you can feel it's pretty firmly in there now. You begin to walk, and everybody make me a perception check.
Again.
It's us, dude.
We don't see anything.
Nothing.
Did you all roll like single digits?
We rolled
We got
2 and 3 again.
Sick.
I have a 4, so
Six.
that's 11 total.
2 on the die.
Six.
Oh my gosh.
I'm really showing everybody up with a 6 for a synthetic 20.
Since
Guys,
even with a
we gotta
synthetic
get
20,
it together.
Clem's too busy trying to like figure out details for this like fake job in case she gets contacted again.
You can just feel how sticky the floor is.
with a synthetic 20, Valia, as you are all leaving, you see that the doors to the club are still closed. And as you notice that,
This is a fire hazard.
you hear the bartender behind yell out, "Hey, I heard there's drinks on you guys tonight." And you look over and you see a large bottle of alcohol flies between all of you, smashes, and you are all coated in alcohol, in this alcohol. As you hear the DJ go, Boss man said you ain't leaving alive, baby. As he revs up the DJ set with even more bumping music, and you see those bartenders are arming themselves with bottles of liquor. And that is where we will end this episode. Thank you guys so much for joining us for this episode of Secrets. If you liked us, we have a lot of other shows on this network where we play Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern is our Strange Aeon show, where 3 of these fellas here and lady, 2 fellas and a lady, are on it, and they are nearing the finale. This week is a talk back where some of them will be sitting around talking, retrospecting about the series so far, with the week afterwards being the finale, the season finale.
Yes.
Sunday is our Abomination Vaults at 4 p.m. Eastern. You can see a group of adventurers. I wouldn't call them heroes, but they are adventurers as they delve deeper into the lighthouse that was once Belcora's home or office or something. She had a library. It was cool. And you can see that Sunday. Special thanks again to our friends over at Pocket Bard. Every sound effect and ambiance that you heard throughout this evening was provided by them. They have an app that you can download to have the same exact ambiance and sound effects playing at your home tables. They are a great way to enhance the game as you're playing with your friends. Follow us on social media, UGT Show, on everything. Blue Sky just opened up to everybody as of today, and we are on there. So follow us on Blue Sky. With that, I think that's everything. If you want a post show, we do a post show, $5 a month on Patreon and Ko-fi. We'll get you access to all of the post shows from all of our series that we are about to record now. So, with that, thank you so much for joining. We will be back next week, and we'll see you then.
Bye.